You know, when you're trying to manifest stuff in your life, I think people take for granted how important it is to acknowledge and give recognition to the small manifestations that happen in your life, because there are things happening all day long that you've been asking for that you aren't picking up on because maybe you forgot you asked for them. So here's a good example. And the reason I'm telling you this is because like attracts like. So if you can acknowledge what you are receiving, it opens you up to receive more. And these are some manifestations that have happened for me in the last couple days that are pretty small. The first one I want to talk about is furniture. How fun, furniture. I was looking through my journal, and about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I wrote in my journal that I would love to have new couches for when my family comes from out of town, because the couches we have are kind of and they need to be replaced. And having company from out of town, I thought it would be nice to have new couches. Wrote that in there, but no expectation, forgot all about it. This past weekend, I went with my husband out to lunch. We passed a furniture store. We thought, hey, let's just stop and see. We'll look around. We had no intention to buy anything. We walk in the store. The first set of couch and love seat we walked up to, I absolutely loved it. This was a Lazy Boy store, and I assumed it was going to be way out of my price range. However, when I asked about the price, guess what? It was on clearance. I got this sofa and love seat, not this one, but I got this sofa and love seat from Lazy Boy for 70% off the original price, making it affordable. And then they offered to deliver it this week, which is before my family comes into town. That, my friends, is a manifestation. I asked for that. I had no resistance to it, and there it is. Here's another one. So, you know I'm into aliens and all the stuff. You also know I'm doing remote viewing classes with David Morehouse, right? Okay, so fast forward to today, literally right now, sitting here watching one of my alien shows, Beyond Skinwalker Ranch, and they called in an expert to consult on an area that they're looking at, and guess who it is? That is David Morehouse. That is the guy who's teaching the class that I'm taking on remote viewing, consulting on the show that I am watching today, literally out of nowhere. What? This is how law of attraction works. I have a great interest in this, and because the universe will always reach you through that which you have the least amount of resistance to, one of my favorite shows, there he is, right there, talking about exactly the stuff that I am learning about, giving me confirmation that I am on the right track and doing the right thing. The reason I'm telling you about these small manifestations is because if you can acknowledge these small manifestations as they come along, recognize the work that you're doing and how law of attraction is working for you, it opens you up to receive more information and more manifestations, because now you're in the waveform of matching your manifestation. Throat chakra acting up. Speaking that truth. So this is your signal. Acknowledge those small manifestations that happen throughout your day, because they matter. And the things that are happening now that you asked for weeks ago, when they happen and you're like, oh, I remember asking about that, acknowledge that and show yourself, I am manifesting stuff all the time. All the time. Where you focus matters. It really does.